Welcome back, everyone. This will be the first proper ride of 2021, at least so far as I'm going to call it. It is technically my second ride with this bike this year, but the other one was more of a shakedown after buying it from the dealership, and not so much a I'm going to go out and have a fun ride. This ride was only 11 miles long, and that's mainly because the weather wasn't the best. It was the best we've had in a very long time, but still not great. It was about 36 degrees Fahrenheit. As you can see, it was overcast, and within an hour after finishing up riding, it already started to precipitate with freezing rain and then snow. So I got a good ride in while I had the chance. Again, my bike in this video is a 2020 CRF250L. I bought it brand new on 5 January. It's been fantastic, and I am really excited to actually get to ride it off-road and do some proper dual sporting with it this year. This is also my first time properly using my GoPro, and I think the film, as far as like the video quality, looks really good. I'm happy with how it turned out. I did not take any time to make sure that the camera angle was set correctly, but just by luck, just by chance, I got it perfect. If the camera is pointed a little bit too low, then you start to be able to see the roost guard on my helmet, and that would kind of get annoying, I think. I've seen it on other people's videos, it's not too bad, but I just kind of find it a little annoying. Other than that, I think the camera picks up the colors of the surroundings pretty well. If the video looks really boring and drab, well, that's because it's very boring and drab in southern Minnesota in the middle of winter. It is not an exciting looking place. So, this ride is just through some, a town near me, and yeah, it's not a glamorous place to live, but it might be different than where you live, so it could still be interesting to look at. So the reason why I'm not using the live audio from the ride is because the microphone and recording system that I was trying to use ended up not really working at all. All it picked up was some really quiet wind noise and then nothing. It was very disappointing because it's worked before. It's worked in the past a couple times in tests, but I've never gotten to use it in action like this, and it failed me. So that's something I'm going to have to look into. And then what's really surprising is that the audio on the GoPro actually picked up my voice through my helmet with the visor down and through all the wind noise. Plus, keep in mind, the GoPro was in one of those plastic waterproof cases. It was not just out in the open. So the microphone is picking up my voice through its own case and through my helmet, which was completely sealed. How it does that, I don't know. It could just be vibrations through the helmet itself, but with all the foam between me and the microphone, or me and the GoPro, I'm surprised it picked up anything. So you could actually almost hear what I was saying a few times throughout that video, but the rest of it was just really terrible wind noise, and you could barely even hear the bike. So I decided to just do music and voiceover for this video. Again, this is not supposed to be ultra high production quality. I don't really have the time nor the care for high production quality. I'll just film what I can film to the best of my abilities and to the best of my equipment. And if it falls short of other people's expectations or requirements, that's fine. They can go and watch something else. I'm not making anybody watch this stuff. I mainly make my videos for fun and just for myself. And if other people enjoy them or can find something in them of value, that just makes me all the more happy. So the riding gear I was wearing for this was really nothing special. I was wearing my normal riding jacket and then one light jacket underneath it, and then a t-shirt, and that was it. I had no special wind gear on for my upper body, Then for my lower body, I'd had some flannel pants underneath my jeans, and that was it. No special riding pants, no Gore-Tex windbreaker. And then for my hands, I used my standard ironclad work gloves, which I think are fantastic for riding. Not that they're very protective, actually they aren't very protective at all for motorcycle riding, but they're so comfortable and allow me, almost no degradation in terms of my dexterity. They're really, really good for that, and that's why I like riding with them, is that it doesn't impede my hands' abilities to do what they're supposed to do. And then I was wearing not so much a ski mask, but like a spandex hood underneath my helmet. I was not wearing one of those. So really, I wasn't wearing anything much different than I would wear for a summer ride, other than I wouldn't have two jackets on for a summer ride. And I think that just goes to show how warm it was on this ride, even though 36 degrees Fahrenheit sounds cold to most people. Over the last few weeks in my area, it was like -20, -15 overnight for a couple weeks, and the highs were barely above zero, if that at all. So 36 degrees feels awfully warm compared to, -15. Although I would have wished for a little bit more sun on this ride. Really, in the winter where I live, if you can ride at all, it is quite a blessing, because it's usually such that the roads are covered in snow and ice, and it doesn't melt until spring. So the fact that I was able to do this at all, I'm very grateful for. So I think I've said everything that I need to say. The bike worked very well. It started out with 21 miles and ended up with 32, so it's a total of an 11-mile round trip, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video. No problems, the tires work great, bike runs great, and I can't wait to actually get some real riding in later this year. So, hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, see ya.